Actually is kind of tough. And then this is the epicardium or the visceral pericardium here. Okay?
Pericardium?
So, pericardium. People, it's around the heart. So it's pericardium.
Pericardium.
Okay, now this cat, I'm guessing, wasn't too young because I'm not finding his thymus. Okay, this is probably some thymus material left here. But normally it would have two big chunks of material draping over, big part of the mediastinum here and draping over the heart. And that would be the thymus. But as you get older, the thymus dwindles to nothing.
Oh.
So your immune system becomes weaker because you don't have T cells. That's where the T cells mature. Or differentiate from undifferentiated lymphocytes into T lymphocytes. Wait a minute. Am I finding? Yeah, there's a little bit. I can't tell even what it is. Okay. Ouch. You get stabbed by the ribs. Okay. So you can see a little bit more here. All right, so Elizabeth, what's this? This. What? Yeah.
Is that the little cricoid cartilage?
The cricoid cartilage. Where is the cricoid cartilage?
Is that on the? It's the rings.
No. Not exactly.
Oh.
I know why you're confusing it, but look, first of all, the cricoid cartilage is actually part of the larynx. Okay, so in other words, it's just inferior, or in the case of the cat, it's just posterior to the thyroid cartilage. That's this here. See that?
Yeah.
This is the thyroid cartilage. So the cricoid cartilage is right here. There's a muscle that extends from the cricoid to the thyroid. That's called the cricothyroid muscle. See that? That's there. So the cricoid cartilage is here, and then you have rings.
And the rings are erect.
Yeah, they're hyaline cartilage rings. Where's the esophagus? Eh?
Behind it.
Behind it is correct.
Posterior.
And posterior is the word. Simon. Okay, so. Yes. That's the esophagus.
Wow.
Okay. And here you have an artery. What artery do you think that is?
Carotid.
All right, common carotid.
Common carotid.
Good, good, very good. So, thyroid cartilage, larynx, cricoid cartilage, which is part of the larynx also. Trachea, something else. Yeah, it takes a while to clear stuff up here, and I don't know that I want to spend too much time because I want to get to the actual plastic models as well. This goop includes probably the parts of the thymus. I bet this is part of the thymus. See, that's all that's left. That's why old people have to get shots first before everybody else. I think I'm right there, folks. Oh, yeah. I just want to show you some of the blood vessels. All right, that's all. Because the reason why is the blood vessels are very similar. Their distribution is very similar in humans. That's the. What do you think this is? I started saying it. I said, that's the and then I stopped. You have to
She
kind
said
of use the deductive what did she said?
Subclavian.
What?
She said
Subclavian?
No.
Superior vena cava.
Yeah.
Makes better sense.
Oh my god, this heart looks terrible. What is with
Hey,
it?
you don't know your strength.
This poor old guy. What ugly oracles it has. Alright, so yeah, that's the superior vena cava. See? And then these two branches, so here's a branch, here's another one. They're not branches. These are blood vessels that drain into the superior vena cava, right? So what are they? These. I hope you don't leave it all to Julia here.
The brachials fell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Very good,
Brachials
Nicole.
fell?
Did she whisper to you?
No, I did it.
I did
Yeah, these are the
Oh,
brachials.
you.
Well,
It was
and then here you have a branching, right? So they're very short because then they branch and produce the.
No.
Okay. This blood vessel here is kind of large. That's the external jugular. The internal jugular might be something like this here. Our internal jugular is really big. And we just call it the jugular, but really it's the internal jugular. Okay, because we have both an internal and an external jugular. It's just that the internal jugular is much bigger in us humans. In the cats, it's the other way around. This is the external jugular. So that's one way in which they don't resemble us. Okay. I don't even see an internal jugular. It's probably around here somewhere. This is a nerve. Okay, all right. So then there's a blood vessel here. I'm just going to show it to you just for the heck of it, but I'm not going to ask you to know it unless I change my mind. Here's a blood vessel that drains the thoracic cavity, drains the intercostal veins of the thoracic cavity. See here? See that? All right. This is the azygos. We have something called the hemiazygos. Anyway, this is the zygos vein. So, and then traveling, if you remember, there's blood vessels that travel in the